I'm the Big Shot Critic. Today, it's an American, a Czechoslovakian, and a Norwegian, avoiding Germans in a French-controlled African town with a Spanish name. Casablanca was directed by Michael Curtiz from a script written by Julius J. Epstein, Philip G. Epstein, and Howard Koch, from a play written by Burnett and Joan, Alison. It stars Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid. The movie was made during World War II, and it takes place during World War II. A common route for people fleeing war-torn Europe goes through Casablanca in French Morocco. When a Czech resistance leader arrives in Casablanca, things start to happen. That makes it sound like a thriller, but it's not. Czech resistance leader man, Victor Laszlo, has his woman in tow, and she has a history with our leading man Rick, played by Humphrey Bogart. This is a romantic drama. My first time seeing this movie was back in 2012 at a friend's house. Shout out to Dominique and Valerie for showing me. Fast forward to this past May, and I was shopping at Walmart. Now, I have one strict rule when shopping at Walmart, and that is to check the Blu-ray bin. Yes, Casablanca is a Blu-ray bin find. I have several in my collection. $5 for this. Can you believe that? I love the Blu-ray bin. By the way, I saw Creed in the Blu-ray bin the other day, and I was tempted to buy it. Let me know in the comments below if I should go get it. Casablanca is a difficult movie to review. It's a legendary classic, and this is my second video review. Give a like if you think I bit off more than I can chew. Also give a like because I can rhyme. I'll start with the setup. This movie gives you tons of information all throughout the first act, and it delivers it with a great amount of energy, and it also sets the stage very well for what comes after. For me, this was one of the best parts. By the end of the first act, you understand the world of Casablanca, how it works, as well as knowing each of the key players and how they live and work and coexist together. The writing in Casablanca is so fluid. The characters are very well defined, but for my money, the real trick is the characters that are well defined, likable, interesting, and also unpredictable. And that's the part that impressed me the most. I think the way they achieved this is through the story, because this story in this genre, in this era, could have ended a few different ways. And it's like the writers were playing with all of that on purpose. Now that's proper evil genius stuff. I said earlier that this movie's setup is really great, and I also described it like a thriller. This leads me to my only complaint about Casablanca. The first and third acts do take on significantly more thriller elements than the second act. It's not a tonal problem because the transitions between these two styles are buttery smooth. But it is a pacing problem, because when I look back on this movie and think back to it, I do feel a little imbalanced there. It's nitpicking, but it's true. I have a couple things to say about the two stars, Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. I get the feeling that Humphrey Bogart is being himself in this movie. Sort of maybe not acting. I've only seen him in 2 other movies, but in those 2 he was pretty much the same. This might sound like a criticism, but it's actually not, because Humphrey Bogart, if he was just being Humphrey Bogart, was perfect for the role. So it worked great. And Ingrid Bergman. Why can't we have more actresses like this today? Not only can she act very well, but the script specifically calls for a legendary beauty, and she delivers.
I was informed you were the most beautiful woman ever to visit Casablanca. That was a gross understatement.
You're very kind.
The James Bond franchise has always done a great job of casting very handsome men as Bond and very beautiful women as the Bond girls. But outside of that, I feel casting extraordinarily beautiful people is becoming a lost art. Now, obviously not everyone in front of the camera has to be a supermodel. Doesn't hurt. But certainly where film is escapism and a romance is escapism, extraordinarily beautiful people is appropriate. And Ingrid Bergman fits the bill. The chemistry between Bogart and Bergman is what makes this movie go. It's the heart. They're both legends for a reason, and so is Casablanca. I give Casablanca 9 out of 10 commandments. It kept the third one, thou shalt deserve thy reputation. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the movie, and click the bell icon so you know when my Frozen review arrives. You're not going to want to let this one go.